magic. Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street, so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into $1 million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, God power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe, so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, Mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong, they got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta.
Of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Dolphins and the Broncos, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
We find ourselves at the Florida Rockies deep in Colorado for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them. Because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
off we go from Denver. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills. The ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Ready.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On On second down, it's Walker. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He is going to find Hill here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually, felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Here's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. Again, Walker. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, first and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the... After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Throwing is Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Dolphins' 8-yard line.
Now Wilson. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton from 8 yards out. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Perfect start to the season on their 1st drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenneth Walker, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Sanders now to add the extra point. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Quick slant to Hamler. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Again, Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Wilson. Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Wilson on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll throw now on the final play. And a loose football. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to Walker on first down.
They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Again, it's Walker.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Ken Walker with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. To try again after the sack. Wilson, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that. Because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back into the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 36. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. Welcome back now to Denver. The offense on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the gun, it's Walker. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. From the 41, Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. He's got room at the 30. Through the middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense.
Also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Denver's offense now set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On first down, Wilson.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing is Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third down, Wilson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. One last shot for Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is